Now, we've all talked about the challenges of unemployment in this country, but have we thought about the opportunities around collaborative thinking within our community so we can create businesses that are sustainable for ourselves and for social impact?
Of course, here, especially for the young people, you can talk about monetizing the skills you have. Many of us are skilled, but how often or how far can we go in monetizing this for our own good and the communities around us indeed?
As a master's holder, one, I've done different things, not just only at master's holder, but even from the perspective of a bachelor holder. Because to reach to a master's, then you need to be having some level which you are on, and then you feel like now, it's the point now I need to master in this field. One, as a bachelor holder, we started this company with my other 3 colleagues, who we had a dream that we should not just only directly go for employment, but do self-employment. So that's basically the interest which we had in our mind. And in that, we had a data communication engineer, and I was also a hardware engineer. But when we merged knowledge together, we are now networks is much more better, because during data communication, during hardware devices, we have to we look on 2 different elements, and we find that now security best lies in data sharing. So there is always hardware in data sharing, and there is information which also flows. So for it to be very much secure, you need a security expert. And during our time of designing systems and programs, when we had started the company, they lacked a lot of security. So that's when I got a feeling. I was like, okay, let me first go for a master's in computer security, first get broader knowledge about security, and look into how can we bring it back to the company, implement it so that the systems that we develop to meet the day-to-day standards. The secrets behind the growth, I can say one is God-fearing. That's the number 1 thing. And the number 2 thing is passionate about what we do. And the number 3 thing is the teamwork. Those are the basic 3 I can say. Because when you fear God, you definitely have to get wisdom. And secondly, about passionate. We are passionate about what we do. We did the course not being forced. We did the course when we loved the course. And then teamwork, I can say with our 3 team members, we teamed up as a group and have to bring the thoughts together. And they always say that one person will not do work like how multiple people can do the same work. The rate of growth will always be different. Yeah. So we teamed up. We said that, okay, now 3 of us, the way we are going to bring and nurture very many citizens of Uganda. And I can say it is one of our success stories, because we have had several people and who have gone to different areas, and they still call us and they are like, you did us the best. You gave us the best training to where we are right now. Actually, we also always have giving back to the community. What do I mean here? We always have 3 days in a year where we give back to the community in such a way that they bring their computers here at Codenex and we give total free service. We have held one in February, we are going to hold another one in around July, and another one will be around November. So in those free computer servicing days, we absolutely give total free, except when something needs to be bought, which we also give it to you at a discount, because there we are giving back to the community. We do have different success stories, because I can say that we have managed to develop different products with which are already in the field, which are being used by the community. For example, we have a product of schools, which is the school management system, which is being used by most of the schools around Western, I can say. We have the other systems of clinics, of pharmacies, of supermarkets, all those which are all developed.
Now, many startups that have wanted to jump onto the growth level have been asked for books of accounting when they approach potential funders.
Now, when you talk about formalization and indeed doing business the right way, there's no way you can run away from keeping books of accounts, because from the taxman to your funders to potential partners, you're going to need this. Today, we stretch out the importance of this.
I'd like us to tell you the importance of handling our businesses. And one of the most important aspects in handling our business is bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is very important in a way that it gives you the level of your business. Are you making losses? Are you making profits? Do you know your creditors? Do you know your debtors? Bookkeeping also helps your business move even while you're away. Because everyone who is to take over your business, anyone who will inherit your business, anybody who has to handle your business with diligence, definitely must find information that was provided or created by you. And this information comes in bookkeeping. I know many businesses out there, they don't even know who their creditors are. They don't even know who their debtors are. They don't even know whether they are making profit or losses. Of course, in business, it's a requirement as a businessman, as a businesswoman, to make sure all these things are put in place. I would tell you that the easiest way to run out of business is allowing a taxman on your doorstep. What does it mean? If you don't have your bookkeeping right, if you're not making sure that your business is well documented, put in the right order, definitely the taxman will come onto your doorstep and will have to find out all the crap, all the things that you've done in your business. And that would be, of course, would call for closure of your business. Not only it helps us, as I've told you, that somebody would be able to take over your business when it is well documented, but it keeps you in line with your taxman, with anybody who wants to do business with you, with your business partners. Maybe at one point somebody wants to come and do business with you and say, please, can we be partners? Can we do business? You must be well documented.
We know for sure that beyond the constants, the current financial hardships also speak to our behavior in business and in personal life. How many of us have thought about keeping your books of accounts?
Indeed, and today, of course, in this season, we're talking about government presenting its budget to the nation. Guess what? Budgeting is not only for governments, it's also for you. And that's why today we have this application that can help you organize your books of accounts up to the point of budgeting right.
Actually, with accounting, when you look at the nature of the businesses in Uganda, when I look at them generally, I believe every business needs a software. So the softwares we are having are aiming at simplifying work, simplifying operations, automating analysis, because when you look at all the analysis that the systems provide, they are all automated. Your work is just to input the transaction that has been made, and the rest you leave it for the system. So if you are to simplify work for the people who are having businesses, you need to automate systems. And you need to bring out the gist of why we need software, so that you bring out the difference between manual work and the ICT work. We don't have only for accounting, we have for hospitals, schools, and so on. ICT is a great tool. Actually, it's a driving tool these days if you are to run a business. There are many ways that someone can really establish why he needs ICT. Those are the beauties of ICT systems. The system will help you capture stock. It will help you capture all the transactions you need in a business within the minimum time required. So when you look at the systems we are having, Just a single click, within just a few seconds, you have captured records about a particular client. You have captured sales. You can easily make a sales. It simplifies work. We are now going to look at how the hospitals can simplify work if they really appreciate the value of ICT. So how does it operate? The person at the reception will be having this page. So when you reach there, he will ask you, what is your name? So you come here and you give information about yourself. The person at the reception will record your name if you are coming for the first time. And even your photo will be captured if you want. If you don't want, we can eliminate the photo. If you already exist, the person at the reception will be at this point. So he will just ask you, please, what is your name? My name is Kiaga. So the system will give you all the Kiagas who are available. You will choose the Kiaga you want, and you say, I want this one. So when you click him, the system will tell you, this person is coming the 11th time in your hospital. So it will be tracking all those records. It will tell you he's coming for the 11th time. Now we'll ask you, what have you come for? If you want, you can disclose. If you don't want, you can just put general. Because some clients may not disclose why they have come to the hospital. We are trying to issue an appointment with the doctor. So the person at the reception will choose the doctor on duty. So the doctor on duty will be identified. Now after identifying him, if you have been referred, you will indicate this person has been referred from this area. If there is any information this person wants the doctor to know before the client comes, you can write it here. For example, this person is convalescing. I'm just giving an example. So you will say, save appointment. Now the doctor has started seeing that appointment. So if you go to the doctor's room, you will find the appointment. Now let us look at the doctor's side. The doctor will be having this money. For us, we've logged in as administrators, we are seeing everything, but now every person who works on the system will be seeing only what pertains to him. So now this is the person who has just come. It is Kiaga Tristan. So the doctor will be seeing all the appointments that have been made that day here. So just to click the appointment, you know how many people are waiting outside. So it's a matter, you can click through and see. If someone is really convalescing, even if he has come last, you may be tempted to call him first. So now what does the doctor do here? When you come and enter, you give your claim. If he needs to send this person to the lab, now he comes here and says, I think this person needs, let's say, to go for this from the lab. Now, so the system has a lot of things to do. If, for example, the doctor has not been staying at the station, or he wants to look at how the day has gone, he can just come here and look at the analysis page at any time. He can say, I want to look at the records between this date and this date. And then he tells the system to show. So the system will give you all the appointments that have been done within that period. So you can just click on each and every record. Now, like the ones you are seeing, this will tell you that this person came to this hospital, and when he came, they made these prescriptions worth 144. So financial records, he paid 70, and this is what he paid for. Client drug bill, out of whatever that was billed, this amount belongs to the drug section. So how much has been dispensed? All of this, every time they dispense, you will see how much has been dispensed and the total amount. When it comes to payment, the person at the cashier's office will just be on this page. Every time a person visits the doctor and the doctor prescribes something, the appointment will appear here. Now these are the appointments of the clients that have been visited this day. So you just come and click here. When you click here, the system will tell you this person has been billed like this, but he has been having the previous balance, so it has accumulated to this. This is now the overall balance. This is the much that he has paid. So every amount that he pays comes this side, the bills are this side. So everything is on one page. When you look at the beauty of these systems, you can even use, I have some clients who have used these systems for some good years, and we don't even normally meet. What we normally do, we have a basics, and it is a principle with me. before I install the software, I first identify the minimum requirements. After having the minimum requirements of the software, then I start giving you tips on how to maintain your system. The moment you follow those tips perfectly, the way I have given them to you, you will hardly find problems.
It's been a great pleasure spending this evening with you. Thank you so much for being a part of the community of Money and Markets.
Of course, we love this. We don't take it for granted as usual. Keep the discussion coming. Keep those questions and comments coming. We like to keep the engagement on. Business is a going concern, and that's why we're here to answer all those questions. I've been your host, Charles Boji.
And I'm Shamim K. Matovu.
Until next time, have a good evening and God bless.